Okay, so this is Grillenheimer this time, and of note, as of last night. Okay, here's the story. I got a couple of hot pockets because the kids it's something quick because they just won't eat a sandwich. If they would eat a sandwich, I could buy a loaf of bread, make some peanut butter and jellies, or something, and it'd be so much easier, so much cheaper. But no, they want to complain about sandwiches. And that's what I grew up eating when I went to school. Sandwiches and Cool Ranch potato chips. So I had the same thing every day because we were not a very opulent family. We did not have a whole lot of money. And we don't really have it now either. But, the kids are spoiled, the kids are picky, etc., etc. So, long story short, I bought the Hot Pockets. The Hot Pockets had this Magic the Gathering code thing on there. Take a picture of the UPC and the receipt or whatever, and then you get a code for stuff for MTG Arena. Well, I don't have the app, and I almost downloaded the app, and I'm like, no, I'm not giving them the satisfaction. Now, I don't know who owns Marvel Snap. Probably the same group for all I know. But instead, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not giving Wizards of the Coast the happy day of one more download from me. I'm not giving them that satisfaction. So, what I did was I downloaded Marvel Snap for the first time last night. Let me go check on that. So I downloaded Marvel Snap and notice the three place cards in the middle where you put your characters, and everything is pretty quick and just a very fun game. I saw the ads a few months ago, before the end of last year, I think, is when it came out. Why is it always around October? I guess that's the big thing for the big push for Christmas stuff. But and I downloaded it. I'm like, this is really fun. So now I have a reason to check. I forgot what Alpha Trion Protocols, their new channel name on YouTube is, and check Dan Arnold stuff. Now I have a reason to check y'all stuff out, guys. So yeah, and my player name. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's the same name I had when I was playing PSO2, which wasn't again for very long, but it should be pretty obvious because it's a character that I made up, and apparently one of my fans was playing PSO2, noticed me. They're like, "Oh my gosh, are you that guy?" I'm like, "Yes, I am," and that was pretty cool. But long story short, when I noticed the three main cards in the middle are called base cards, I'm like, I've got to finish my base cards. So we're going to get back to that. And I started already working on finalizing some of the last ones up. Hopefully, starting my lunch hour today. So that's the Transformer TCG plug on top of the Marvel Snap plug, and continuing to wipe Magic the Gathering under the rug, metaphorically anyway. And I never knew how to play the game anyway, but So, and I also I want to bring out a Blitzwing, and it's going to be a reprint of the official one, but it's not my own art like I did with Springer. It's going to be other artwork that I've found, taking pictures of. I'm going to try to see what I can do with it on Paint 3D and see if I can make it look a little better. So it's taking me a little time. Got a couple of new battle cards, but not very many. Between what ATP has done, the Arc, Energon Hustlers, everybody, Bayformers, me, almost anything that can be done probably has been done. Whether you're playing with zone cards, my base cards, plot actions, etc., etc. So there's a lot of stuff to choose to pick and play from, and go from there. Whether you're just simply, playing with my types of cards for getting advantages and disadvantages of KOing your own battle cards and your enemy's battle cards. Whoa, sorry. Or you're doing it the energized way through ATP. Doesn't matter. or mixing up the two and see what happens. I am using Energon Hustler's Oppress term. As I was making, updating and making more base cards from the incentive of playing Marvel Snap, which is just fun. Is just fun. That, you know, I really want to finish this stuff that I've started, as well as, you know, continuing to recolor the Marina War characters, which are almost all done. Almost all done, and I need to show reveal them in their final forms. It's just been a little depressed, been a little all over the place, been very busy, only working out of my home a couple of days a week, not all week like I used to be. So things have changed in the past couple of months. So I haven't had a whole lot of time. Normally it would go, you know, I'd get my wife would get up and go to work. I'd get a shower after her. You know, the kids get out for them to go to school. One of them drives both of them to school, and then I would actually have about 30-45 minutes to myself, and I would actually work on some of this stuff, the artwork or cards or whatever, for the Transformers, the TCG, or just sit and play a video game. I've actually been playing. Had started over Lost Odyssey and Final Fantasy 13. Was into Final Fantasy 6 for a while on my Game Boy Advance, and now I found Star Ocean: The Lost Hope on the 360 that I probably have had for 13 years, 13 years. And it's about a 17-year-old game, and it still looks really good for what it is, as a collaboration between Tri-Ace and Squeenix. So, and it has a look that reminds me of PSO, except it's in a JRPG sort of setting. So, and I've been playing that a good bit actually now, and getting somewhere with and it's they just almost hand you where to go. It's not that hard of a JRPG, but it's been very fun. So I really just miss sitting and playing a game, because that's what I did for years in an apartment before my wife and I got married. I was a video gamer. I mean, Xbox, the Saturn, the PS1, the Saturn, the game, you know, the GameCube, the Saturn, the Dreamcast, and the Saturn. You think I liked the Saturn? Et cetera, et cetera. So, and the original Xbox and whatnot. So, more fun stuff to come. And so I hate doing like a teasing video. It's more just letting you know what I'm doing and a little of what's to come, but kind of behind the scenes of, yeah, it may look like I'm putting a video out almost every other day or so often, but they have been either like on a religious, like on a biblical perspective, or teaching, or somewhat political. But I really want to get back to the games. I just want to get back to having fun. But it's just like every day we are bombarded with all this political crap. And I foresaw this years ago in the 90s about, you know, they're wanting to push politics in our lives every day and in our face. And it's here. And I just want to play a video game again, you know? But with that, we're finishing up the base cards. We're going to be finishing up Marina Wars. I revealed my Scorponok, which I have a typo on that. I spelled politician wrong or something. Or in political intrigue, political... Yeah, anyway, I got a typo that I got to fix on that Scorponok, which somebody on the Facebook custom board let me know, and I'm like, oh, gee. I just haven't gotten around to doing that either. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciated. Yes, I'm in my father-in-law's house feeding dogs. And as always, have a blessed day. Be blessed. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it.